I don't owe you money, do I? You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
You're
What do
pretty,
you
I'll give
want?
you that. Just stay away from my husband, Alvar.
You're kind of fuzzy. What's wrong with you?
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire, anyway?
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces, secure that import deal, and lead the way to an audience with the Emperor. Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding.
Ugh. Speak to my husband if you must.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too? You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Ah, Isolde, was it? What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its
They
advantages.
say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
I love you. I love. Even as man, great Talos cherished us. For he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of Tamriel.
If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. My lord, please, you have to listen. I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these. If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. My lord, please.
What would you have me do
You
then?
have to listen.
Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action.
What's the
I just
meaning of
think
this
we need more
interruption?
information before
Jarl
we
Balgrup is not receiving
just-
visitors.
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
It's all right,
starting to
Ireland.
think...
I want to hear what she has to say. What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Alvor? The smith, isn't he? Reliable, solid fellow. Not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
You must help me. We need to
There
convince my
is
brother to do
another
more for the
thing you
Warhammer.
could do for me.
What would you have me do,
Suitable for
Hrothgar?
someone of your
Your brother is the
particular
Jarl.
talents,
You know I can't question
perhaps.
his judgment.
Come, let's
I'm
go
not asking
find
you to defy the
Farengar,
Jarl,
my court
just to
wizard.
open his eyes.
He's been looking into a
Use
matter
subtlety and
related to these
suggestion to turn
dragons
his
and
hands to the war. You're his
rumors
steward.
of dragons.
He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Now where is it?
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
But I don't want to be patient. I want a dress right now. Father promised.
All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby.
I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Wait for me. Farengar. Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Not now. All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster
I'm not a
than
man.
anything I've ever seen.
I'm a weapon
What
in
did it
human
do?
form.
Is it
Just
attacking the
unsheath
Watchtower?
and point me at the enemy.
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
My brother takes counsel
Can't
from
afford to
Proventus
risk both of
Avenici.
you.
What a laugh.
need you here
He takes
working
counsel
ways
from his
to
daughter.
defend the
She's a bloody blacksmith.
Good luck. I hope you get there in time.
God of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm of spirit.
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons?
But we can't
World's
afford
gone
it.
mad,
It's
I
food
say.
you need. Ask for that instead.
Never you mind then. I'll find a more
It's not
charitable
easy
soul.
being a woman in Skyrim. That's what I thought. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you, and maybe even fear you.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. take a look. Do come back.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing.
Tired
And what
bread
of my
stew?
son?
Had enough of fish and fowl?
What of Thorold?
Treat yourself and your
Is he
kin to a
nothing?
choice cut of steak.
So don't
tender
talk to
rack of
me
ribs.
about suffering.
Those green
Your
apples
son
you
chose
gave me
his
the other
side,
day
and he
were
chose
delicious.
poorly, and now he's gone, such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death.
Chops and steaks fit
My
for
son
your
still
all-you-can-eat
lives. I
Caesar's
feel it
breakfast
in my
with
heart.
meats.
So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old hag?
The
Holding
finest cuts,
him?
fresh from the
Why,
wilds.
I've got him in my
I spend a lot of
cellar.
time at the market
He's
stall
my
so I can learn the
prisoner.
merchant's trade.
Face
I
it,
need more
Cow.
experience
Your
if I'm going to
stupid
run a
son
name
is
someday.
dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son.
I hope the tower holds out until we get there.
We'd better keep moving. We'd better keep moving. Who knows what that dragon is doing?
This doesn't look good.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Don't just stand there. Kill him. You can't defeat me. You'll die this day, dragon. Is it dead?
We killed it! I can't believe it!
Look at that. I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about? I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried?
Foos!
Yeah. The voice of the Dragonborn.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us.
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we?
Whiterun doesn't need to fear, with you on our side.
I'm glad you're on our side.
We have been in this land for so long. I have
Take a look.
forgotten what it feels like to walk on warm sand.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Yes, I know just what you mean. My toes are numb from the cold.
Turns, wears, and
By Izmir, you did it. You killed the dragon. There has been talk amongst the gods that you are dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. She cannot hide from us forever.
You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend, could you?
Foos!
By the gods! What manner of power is that? Watch the skies, traveler.
You tried mercenary work? Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms... My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, friend, that I'm not. But I get along with your kind well enough. No, I'm a Redguard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
I love.
Lady,
Even
could
as
you spare a
man,
coin?
Great Talos cherished us, for he saw
I'm so hungry. Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. Until next time.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
We are the children of man. Talos is the true God of man. Rule the realm.
Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live the Empire.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that. Dragonborn. What do you know about the Dragonborn? So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tibeseptim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place, very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Lead the way. Still here. I am sworn to carry your burdens. You lead, I'll follow.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. Be careful. Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with her weapon drawn. Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale, Breezeholm. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you're interested. Be careful. Everything all right? What is it? Dragons?